All right, let me get situated for this one, guys. I just had a freaking massive cheesesteak from Del Rossi's. If you guys are ever in Philly, if you're ever in Philly, trust me, man, go to Del Rossi's cheesesteak. I'm sure some of you watching have been there. In my opinion, it's the best cheesesteak in the city. Either that or Angelo's. They're freaking insane. I ate the whole thing. I felt like I was in a coma after, and now I'm finally getting back to normal. Thanks to this right here. Cheers, guys. Got my good old double espresso. I appreciate you all for tuning in as we have to break down Sofi. We didn't do a video yesterday, but I got you guys today. Let's cover the charts, talk about what happened in the market today overall, break down the indices, other stocks as well. So let's get into it. Hit the like button, consider subscribing, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates. Link down below, pinned in the comments. I appreciate all the new members that have been joining. Cheers to you guys. And look at Sofi today. We had a 1.5% red day as stocks bounced back again quite nicely after yesterday's massive move, right? You guys saw what? We went up like 3-4% across the board, pretty much 2.5, 3-4%. So we ripped yesterday. That continued today, and Sofi went down 1.5%. I mean, we can't catch a break here, guys, and it's still downtrending, as is the entire market. I mean, look, we're not breaking out on the Qs or SPY yet, but that could be happening pretty soon, depending on how tonight's address goes from President Donald Trump. But yeah, we had a great Green Day Friday and today, and we're not fully breaking out on the indices, but they are looking better than Sofi, which, I mean, even on a Green Day, it goes down. I mean, come on. But at this point, I kind of want it to go lower, in my opinion. I think it's going to go lower in the short term, and I'm looking to buy more, which we'll see. We'll talk more about that in a second. But first, let me show you these indices, which went up 0.75%. SPY did, that is. The Qs went up, let's see, about 1.25%. Very good day for the Qs, as the Dow Jones went up 0.5%. Not bad. Russell went up over 0.5%. So pretty good day across the board. Very good day. The VIX went down 3%. Brent crude oil is actually at 100 a barrel, holding right above it. It went down 3.5% today, so we're starting to see oil come down. And if we get more news regarding de-escalation tonight, if we get official word from Trump that the war is winding down, we have another 2-3 weeks tops, that's going to cause oil to come down, in my opinion, even further. Stocks are probably going to have another solid day, but things aren't 100% clear blue skies. The strait's still closed. We have that deadline on the 6th. I'm sure he'll talk about that tonight. And he's saying how he wants the allies, our allies, to take care of it. People in Europe and so forth, right? And it's funny. It's like the U.S., we go in there, wreak havoc, right? And now we're pulling back, right? Allegedly. We'll see if that actually happens. And we're going to let our allies deal with reopening the strait. That's kind of it's kind of funny, right? How that ended up playing out, if it plays out that way. And if we're going back over here to Sofi stock, we can see again 1.5% red day today. Essentially, we are right back to where we were yesterday at open. Sofi opened at about 1550, 1540 yesterday, and that's roughly where we closed today. And again, I want this thing to go lower, and by the looks of the charts, it looks like we are going lower, guys. We got rejected here at a lower high. You can see it clearly. We tried popping this morning, but we failed. Lower high was put in. Clearly, we got hit right at that 180 moving average, and now we're actually right under the 50 SMA as well. If I zoom in, you can see we closed right under that, so not looking too good. But for me, I want this thing at $13. I am begging for it to come down another $2-3, and at this point, I might as well just wait it out. We're almost there. So that's my buy price, guys. 12, really 12 would be amazing, but 12, 13 bucks. That's what I'm looking at here, and that's what I've been saying for a little bit. 12, 13, $14, and we're pretty much there. And I think we will find support there, right on this 3-year chart. So red day for Sofi, but I'm not mad about it. I want to see it come down lower and start buying some more shares. And look at these other stocks that ripped today, guys. And oh, by the way, before we actually dive into those, if you guys want some free money from Moomoo, literally, you can get up to $1,000 in NVIDIA stock, and Moomoo's a brokerage that I've been using for years. We've covered them a bunch here on the channel, right? They're running a promo right now. If you use my link down below in the description box, I'll put it in the comments as well. You can get up to $1,000 in NVIDIA stock and up to 8.1% on your uninvested cash. And Moomoo's a legitimate brokerage, guys. Phenomenal for research, phenomenal for trading. It's way more insightful than Webull and Robinhood. Robinhood's great for simplicity, easy UI. Same with, Webull is a little more advanced than Robinhood, but I think Moomoo is, it kind of takes Robinhood and Webull, puts those together, and it makes it better, in my opinion. If you're more of an active trader, you want more data, more information, Moomoo's phenomenal. And again, you can get up to $1,000 of NVIDIA stock. No joke. Check out that link down below, and up to 8.1% APY. I'll pin the comment or the link in the comments and the description box as well. So Sofi, red day, but a lot of other stocks had green days. Micron had a phenomenal day, guys, and we're moving up even more in the aftermarket. Micron closed up almost 9%. We hit a high intraday of almost 380. Think about that. We hit $378 per share on Micron this morning. Or it actually wasn't this morning, but at one point, it was in the middle of the day. At one point, we were up 12% on freaking Micron, guys, which is a stock that I've been loading up on here as the market's been selling off. And Micron, if you guys look on the charts here, we have a little cup and handle starting to form on this 5-day, 5-minute. On the 4-hour time frame, we clearly took out this resistance right here at about 350. That was support. On the 9th of March, we took it out, obviously, a couple days ago. Now we're back over it. So that's a good sign. We're actually taking out that 50 SMA as well slowly on this time frame. So good sign. Micron has got more juice left here, and I'm in the stock still. I didn't sell at all. I'm holding on tight. We had a bunch of other movers here. On top of that, Alphabet had a nice 3% green day. Alphabet, you guys know I've held the stock for years. I haven't bought it really at all recently because, again, I've held it for years. My position's pretty built out at this point, and Alphabet is fighting to get through this trend line here. We had we've seen a nice run off these lows, but we got to just get through 300, break over 305, 310. I think if that can happen, I think it's going to happen once the light at the end of the tunnel, we see it more. We're getting there, but I think once we get the war to be over with, I think Alphabet's going to rip past 310, and I haven't sold a dime. I was holding it. I've been holding Alphabet for years, man. And even when it hit 350, it didn't cross my mind to sell there. I love this company, love the stock. I'm not married to it. I'm willing to sell it eventually. I'm not, never marry a stock, guys. That's number one. You can say I love a company, love a stock, but always be willing to sell it if the time's right. But that's not the time. It's not the time now. I think Alphabet's got a lot more room to go, so I'm holding on there, waiting for it to break through 305, 310. I think it's going to go crazy from that point in time. NVIDIA is a big mover today. NVIDIA closed at $175. We hit almost 177 earlier today. I think we might have hit over that point. Yeah, 177.37 was the high. We were up about 1-2% at that point. So NVIDIA looking pretty good, and you guys know I'm long NVIDIA as well. And let's see, any other stocks worth mentioning? It looks like XLE, so obviously, as we're seeing now, the war might be winding down. de-escalation hopes, blah, blah, blah. Brent's coming down. Oil's starting to slip. XLE is pulling back, rightfully so. And this looks pretty good, healthy on the charts. Honestly, it does. XLE, if we get any more fear or uncertainty around the war, the opposite of de-escalation hopes, yeah, I think XLE's got more juice left. It could run again. The chart looks good. But, I mean, look, I am not chasing energy here. I am not even buying this dip. It's super risky to even buy this dip, in my opinion, because once this war is done, once we're actually, seeing the price of oil really come down, I think XLE, I don't think it's going to collapse, but I think we're going to get a sizable drawdown, more than what we've gotten here, from 64 to 59. That's nothing compared to what I think could happen to it. I mean, year to date, XLE, and this is an energy ETF, it's up, even with this drawdown, it is up, let's see, I think like 31%. I mean, at the high, it was up 41%, so 30 to 40% year to date for XLE. Look, I own the ETF. I've been in and out of it for years, and I'm here to tell you guys, it's gonna drop. It's not gonna erase all the gains, but could it go down to 50 a share? Oh, heck yeah, it can. 52, oh yeah. So be mindful of that. I know the dip on the chart looks juicy on XLE. You might be inclined to buy energy here, but man, the second we get more de-escalation, we get, more news from Iran, their president about, we're willing to do a deal, right? Oh, we're getting closer, another 2 weeks goes by, we're getting closer to a deal. Look, XLE is going to come down. I mean, that's the reality, at least in my opinion. And please, guys, take the opposite side of that trade, or of my thought. I'm not shorting it, but take the opposite side of my thought if you want. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious, And I'm not saying XLE is done running in the very short term. Maybe it pops tomorrow. Who knows? The next day too. But all I'm saying is, in a month or two, don't be surprised if XLE is lower. Especially, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down the road. By then, I think we'll be lower. But I don't know. It's been a crazy year-to-date run for energy. Shout out to everybody that owns or has exposure there. It's been quite the last couple of months, right? So what do you guys think? I'll wrap the video up here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Consider subscribing. Again, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates if you want to keep up with what I'm actually buying, investing in, how I'm trading, creating income by selling options. All of that is linked on Patreon through Patreon down below. And you can also join the private Discord right through Patreon. So guys, check it out. Link down below, pinned in the comments. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.